Alright, so before I actually begin the processing of the rabbits, I just wanted to show you the hanger that I use. Basically, I suspend the rabbits just like I do for a deer by the hind legs to process them. This was a hook that I found at Lowe's Home Improvement. It swivels. I think it was designed for bicycles or something like that, but I just made a back plate for it out of wood, painted it black, and basically screwed it to it, and then I can either screw or clamp the whole apparatus to either a 4x4 or to any other surface, and it just greatly assists in holding the rabbits in a nice position. I think I actually have it like 56 inches off the ground, which you'll see in just a minute is a perfect height to suspend them. So I've got a couple pieces of cord hanging down on each side, and I'll show you how I basically hook the rabbits up to that. I'm going to suspend the rabbit from the rear legs by a couple of pieces of parachute cord. Got a 5-gallon bucket with a trash bag liner in it, which will catch all the debris. I've seen a lot of people use buck knives, scissors, and all kinds of other things for processing animals. Personally, I like a fillet knife. But I'm going to start up here, get underneath the skin, and I'll tell you, to be honest with you, I use my fingers as much as the knife, but you can basically just kind of go around the leg, work the knife blade in between the skin and the meat. Put that down for a second. Okay, so there's one. Be careful here, of course. Hopefully the radio in the background is not a distraction. It really shouldn't take too long to do one of these. I've seen people do it on a log or on a flat surface, and to be honest with you, I just don't see. It just seems like they struggle. And I don't know, maybe someone's looking at this now saying, well, it looks like you're struggling too. But personally, I like to make things as efficient as possible. Now I'm going to stop with the hide there for a minute. Take a a pair of shears, and I'm going to just snip off or go through the first front legs. Take the legs off. Okay. Come back here to the back. Usually I just use my fingers for a lot of this. I mean, especially if you just kill them, they're going to be warm. The skin's going to come right off. And I will grab it underneath the tail section. I'll take my knife and just kind of do that with it. Then you can just pull the rest off. Take it right down over the front legs. Pull those out. Proceed down to the head, and once I get it around the neck, I just go through the meat itself of the neck. You usually get a little bit of blood here. Get down to the bone. I'll take my snips again and snip it off, and at that point as I was saying, at that point it should pretty much just drop into the bucket. Okay? Alright. Now, just like a deer, Well, actually with the deer I would have had it field dressed on the ground already, but I'm going to go up, going to open up the abdomen. And be careful doing this, don't want to cut anything. Right there is the urinary bladder. And actually one of the first things I like to do if I can expose it like that is take it, pinch it, get rid of it. Don't want that getting down your meat. Then I basically use my hand as a guide and I'll spread the body cavity apart. Put the blade of the knife towards you. Kind of use your hand to keep from getting into the organs. And basically I'll take it all the way down to the sternum, which is right there. Now at this point, all the intestines will come out rather easily. I don't eat internal organs. Rabbits have very good sized livers. A lot of people eat them. Personally, I don't. I've never been a big fan of liver, whether it's beef, chicken, or rabbit. So there's the kidneys, one kidney. I just pulled the other one out. You can really almost use your hands for a lot of this process and just kind of use it to remove any of the connective tissue, fat, internal organs themselves. Now, when you get down to this point, you got the diaphragm right there. And basically I'll just put my hand in there, I'll take my knife and basically just kind of trim it where it comes into contact with the wall, the chest cavity. That will allow you to basically reach in and pull everything else out. There's the lungs, heart, etc. And you can get your fingers down in there and pretty much pull everything out of the neck itself. Okay, that's that part. And then take my shears. They have a curved portion here. Just gonna go right up underneath this. Some people use a knife for this or whatever. That's fine. That's great. But that's done right there. Split the pelvis. Get in there with your fingers. And a knife. And really, that's about it right there. I'll take the hind leg. Actually, I don't like to snip these. I like to take the leg right there at that joint. I like to bend it back, and it'll pop open at that joint. So I'll pop it there. I'll pop it here. And I'll take the knife and cut the tendon. And basically what that does is it gives you a nice, the bone is breaking at the joint. The bone itself isn't breaking, the joint's breaking. And that way when I pull these hind quarters off and package them, I don't have any sharp pieces of bone that are going to be, poking holes through the Ziploc bags. Basically I put everything, when I freeze it, I put it in quart Ziploc bags. So, and I will be showing you that process as well. So that's basically one of them. I take it to a bucket, I rinse it off, and just go through all of them.